Alan's the one that I want to marry. I love him.
We've already picked out the perfect person for you to marry. If you don't respect my wishes, I'm gonna make sure that Alan is miserable for the rest of his life. I'm sure you wouldn't want that for him, so make up your mind. Who will you marry?
I'll marry the man that you choose for me. I'll give up on my hopes to marry Alan.
I'm glad you made the right choice, Helen. Let me take you home with me so that I can get a good taste of you.
Trouble Busters!
Are you asking for my approval to allow you to marry my daughter? You must be joking. I'm not gonna let Helen marry someone that is so poor. I don't want her to suffer.
We can't let someone like you marry our precious daughter. You're not cultured. You were raised by a single mother.
But we're in love, and we want to spend the rest of our lives together. It would mean so much to me if you approved of our marriage.
Mom, Dad, please say yes. I'm the happiest when I'm with Alan.
You're too young to know what's good for you. You're our precious daughter, and the only one that is entitled to take on my empire. We can't have you marrying some nobody like Alan.
But Dad, don't you want me to be happy? I can't be happy with my life without Alan in it.
We've already picked out the perfect person for you to marry.
What?
Is this really happening?
Yes, there is a respected politician that has agreed to marry Helen, and he is suitable for our family. This marriage is going to be more power and wealth for both families.
Why are you telling me all of this now? Did you really think that we would allow you to choose a man to marry? What do you mean by that, Mom?
Your mother is saying that you're just a negotiating tool for us. Nothing more.
Why do you think that we've spent so much time and money for your education? I can't believe that you're saying this to my face.
Please, don't say such cruel things to Helen. She hasn't done anything wrong.
You're a nuisance to our family. Stay out of this.
Helen tells me that you work for Blue Construction.
Yes, that's right.
I'm good friends with your CEO. Did you know that? You wait and see how you're treated at work tomorrow. You're going to regret the fact that you went against me.
Dad, there's no need for you to threaten Alan like this. Please stop.
Then you need to break up with him.
Why are you being so horrible to me? If you want to approve of my marriage to Alan, I'm leaving this house.
You what? Then let's make a bet. If Alan can figure out a way to make $500,000 in the next 6 months, I'll allow you to marry him. If he can't, then I'll have you marry the politician instead.
That sounds like an impossible task.
You're gonna give up without even trying? See, Helen? He's not worth your time. If he can't make the kind of money that you deserve, you shouldn't be with him. Now get out of our house!
Dad, you're being completely unreasonable.
I'm not going to give up. I'm gonna do what you asked me to. I'll be back to see you in 6 months.
Okay, that's a promise. Helen, you're okay with this too, right?
Yes, I believe that Alan will do anything to make me happy.
Alan, I'm not gonna allow you to see Helen until you come up with the $500,000. I'm pretty sure that you won't be seeing much of Helen anymore. I don't expect you to come back to me with any worthwhile results.
I totally agree. Alan is bound to fail. I just know it. Alan, I know that you can do this. In the meantime, I'll be waiting for you.
Yes, I'm sorry to have to make you wait, but please believe in me.
Now get out of our house! This is not the type of neighborhood where losers like you can roam. Ugh.
My name is Alan, and I just went over to my fiance's parents' house to ask for their approval of our marriage, but it was a total disaster. My fiancée Helen is the only child of Elon Construction. Basically, she comes from a good family. I know that in comparison to her, I'm a nobody, but does this mean that I deserve the mistreatment from her parents? $500,000 was a lot of money, but I had to come up with it somehow. I didn't want to lose Helen. She was the love of my life. The following day,
Hey, Alan, I heard about what happened with your fiance's parents.
good morning. Yes, it didn't go too well.
The CEO of Elon Construction is really upset with you.
I know, but I didn't do anything.
Well, either way, your career here is over. Our CEO is super pissed with you. It might be best for you to resign before anything bad happens to you.
Actually, I can't afford to lose my job right now.
Morning, everyone! Good morning, Aaron. Alan, I heard that you totally tripped up.
Well,
So, $500,000, huh? That's gotta be close to impossible for you, am I right?
why does everyone know all the details of my personal life? But if I want to marry my fiancée, I've got to succeed. There's no other way.
I see. Then you'd have no time to be wasting then. Don't just stand around in the office. Now get back to work! Alan is absolutely right. Alan, get back to work! But I don't think you're gonna be able to make $500,000. It would be a miracle if you did.
Oh, by the way,
Yes?
this is your new desk for today.
What? Why?
Our CEO wants you to sit there. Your new job is to file old documents. Good luck, Alan. I guess you should have never pissed off the CEO of Elon Construction, or my father for that matter. If I were assigned to filing old documents, I'd quit my job.
I can't afford to lose my job right now.
Can't you see that no one wants you here, though? I agree with Aaron. You don't belong here anymore.
I see. But I didn't listen to them. I needed my job, and so I started filing old documents. I knew that this all had to do with the fact that Helen's parents didn't like me. I worried that my company would be lowering my salary now that my role was menial. Aaron was the son of our CEO, and he didn't seem to have any faith in me anymore. I had no one to turn to. How was I supposed to come up with the money in 6 months? After work that day, I visited a particular place hoping that it would help me with my problems. May I have 100,000 lottery tickets, please?
100,000?
Yes, that's right. I don't know if it was the smartest move, but I used all the money I had to buy myself some lottery tickets. Now I just had to hope that it would get me the money that I needed to marry Helen. I wasn't able to purchase all the tickets at the counter, so I headed to other places to buy additional tickets. I literally used up all of my money. I didn't even have money to buy food. But this was the only thing that I could come up with. The day of the announcement of the winning lottery tickets arrived. I desperately checked the results during my lunch break at work. I don't have any winning tickets so far, and this is my last ticket. I don't believe this!
Hey, what are you doing, Alan? Lottery tickets? You really are a loser. Did you actually think you could win $500,000 by purchasing lottery tickets? You're crazy, you know that? What's going on? Life is not that easy. You can't win money by purchasing lottery tickets. Well, say something for yourself, Alan. You're such an idiot. You really need to work harder if you want to succeed in life. You're absolutely right, Aaron.
I knew that they were right, but what else could I have done? And now I was left with no money in my wallet or bank accounts. What was I going to do now? What was I thinking, spending all of my money on lottery tickets? I'm a fool.
Alan,
Yes, Aaron?
I don't think that you're suited to work for our company. You should just resign before we fire you.
What?
You're not going to make any money at our company, so go do something else. I'm sick and tired of seeing you moping around our office.
Like I said before, I really need this job.
I think it's about time that you give everything up. You're not going to win, Alan.
What?
Aaron, is everything all right? Yes, I just forgot something. I see. We need to get going. Otherwise, we'll be late for our meeting. Your father is waiting for you. Okay, let's go.
What was Aaron trying to say to me? Did he come to see me just to give me a hard time? Deep down, I know that I'm failing and that I won't be able to make Helen happy like I promised. I started to give up on my dream of marrying Helen. It pained me to think that some famous politician would be marrying her instead. The following day... Good morning, sir.
So, you're the famous Alan then?
Yes, that's right.
My son Aaron told me all about you. I thought that you would have resigned by now. Our client, Elon Construction, is not happy that I'm employing you. It would be best for our company if you resigned as soon as possible. I don't think that you should put up this fight any longer. You're losing. I want to see your resignation on my desk today.
But,
Let me be clear. We have no place for you at our company. You should have never argued with the CEO of Elon Construction. That was your big mistake.
Come on, Alan. I can help you pack up your thing.
I don't have all day. Hurry up with that resignation letter.
Okay then.
Finally, I'm glad that we're rid of you. It was nice knowing you, Alan. Good luck being unemployed.
I failed miserably and I felt completely helpless. I knew that what Helen's father wanted me to do was close to impossible, but I still felt bad for letting Helen down. As I instructed, I wrote my resignation letter and gave it to the CEO.
Wait up, Alan!
Huh? 6 months later.
So, today's the day that we come to a decision about your engagement to Helen.
I think we already know what the answer is going to be, but let's hear it anyway.
Well, Alan's not even here yet, which probably means he's too ashamed to even come here. Helen, you know what this means, don't you?
Yes, Dad.
Alan hasn't been able to come up with the money that I asked him to, so that means your engagement to him is called off. I've waited this long, so I won't allow you to disobey me anymore.
I understand.
Okay, so now we're ready to meet your future husband. Helen, you have nothing to worry about. You'll be happy with the man that I selected for you. He's very prestigious. I've invited him over to their house today.
What?
Ted, please come in.
Thank you for having me over today. I'm delighted to meet your family. Helen is beautiful, just like you told me she was. I could see where she gets her good looks from.
Helen, introduce yourself to your new fiancé.
Nice to meet you. My name is Helen.
You have radiant skin, a glow that my old skin no longer possesses.
Please don't get too close. You're scaring me.
Why is your daughter pulling away from me like this?
Helen, stop misbehaving. You're being rude to Ted.
Helen, did you know that once we get married, your father's company is going to help me build Trouble Land, the new amusement park? I'll fulfill my end of the bargain, and I hope that your family does the same.
Ted, you have nothing to worry about. We will keep our end of the bargain as well. You can do whatever you want with Helen. She's yours now.
I'm glad that this all worked out for us. Let me take you home with me so that I can get a good taste of you.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Helen, you need to do this for our family. You promised, and you can't go back now.
By the way, Alan got fired from his job.
What?
If you're not going to go through with this like you promised, I'm going to make sure that Alan is miserable for the rest of his life. I'm sure that you wouldn't want that for him.
I'll marry Ted and give up on Alan, so please don't do anything to hurt Alan.
You could have just agreed to marry Ted in the first place.
Not so fast!
Alan, you came!
You're late. What do you want?
I brought the $500,000 that you asked for.
What?
I have the money.
I won't believe it until I see the money.
Take a look for yourself then.
How is this possible? Did you steal the money from someone?
Now, you'll allow me to marry Helen, right? That's what you promised me.
How did you come up with the money? I'm not gonna let you marry Helen if the money didn't come from a legitimate place.
I don't know who you are, but Helen's already agreed to marry me. She's mine!
I won't benefit from you marrying Helen. I'd rather she marry someone like Ted. I didn't expect that you actually bring me the $500,000 like I asked you to. You're no match for Helen, though. She grew up in a nice family while you were raised by a poor single parent.
Dad, you lied to us. That's not fair.
You can be angry with me now, but you'll thank me one day after marrying Ted.
If you're going to play dirty, so am I! I want you and your wife to pack up your things and leave this house now!
What gives you the right to say something like that to me?
I said I want you out of the premises ASAP!
What are you, high? What's gotten into you? You have no right to make such a ridiculous demand.
Here's the certificate of title for this property.
Why in the world do you have it?
This property belongs to Blue Construction, correct? And you're renting this place for practically nothing.
What does that have to do with anything?
Actually, I happen to take over Blue Construction recently, which means that I now own all of their properties as well.
What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. Alan is telling the truth. You're the son of Blue Construction CEO. I think that your name is Aaron. My father enjoyed doing business with you up till now. I no longer work at Blue Construction. I recently started my own business with Alan. What? Why? Blue Construction was only profitable because of the business that Alan and I were doing there. When we both left the company, all of the clients came to us and stopped working with Blue Construction. I'm sure that working with my father, you realize what an imbecile he really is. The same can be said of our other employees. So with Alan and I gone, the company was in deep trouble, and so we bought them out. Ugh.
Actually, that won't be a problem for us. Now that I'm marrying Helen, I will do everything in my power to protect her and her family. I can get you any piece of land that you want. You don't need to live here.
That sounds wonderful, Ted. Thank you. Alan, take this property from me. I don't care. Do you really think that you won just because you were able to get the money?
I don't think that Ted is going to be able to provide you with any new property. You're both going to get arrested.
Huh? Arrested?
What the hell is he talking about?
You're a politician, right? We know that you've been accepting bribes from Helen's father. That's why Elon Construction was hired to build Trouble Land.
You don't have any proof. Stop accusing us of something that we never did. I'm a politician, but a decent one. I don't take bribes.
Can you really say that even after taking a look at this photo? Where did you get this photo from? My father is greedy, just like the two of you. He took a photo of you guys so they could use it if you ever needed to. But the same can be said of our other employees. The same can be said of our other employees. You're the son of Blue Construction CEO. I think that your name is Aaron. My father enjoyed doing business with you up till now. I no longer work at Blue Construction. I recently started my own business with Alan. We both left the company. all of the clients came to us and stopped working with Blue Construction.
He knew that if he had this photo, he could use it as leverage. How can he do this to us? We trusted him! But one photo can't destroy us. We're too powerful! But I could still leak it to the press or send it over to the police. Which do you prefer?
I won't let you do this. I'm putting an end to your shenanigans. Now you don't have anything to use against us.
Good one, thanks. I'm going to destroy the two of you. You better watch out. I'm here to assist you with anything that you need. We never said that this was the only photo that we have.
Let's see here. Ugh, the suitcase is really heavy.
What are you doing?
Here we go. There's a group of journalists outside your house right now. I'm sure that they'd be more than happy to take a look at all the photos that we have of your wrongdoings.
What? Actually, we were hiding all the photos inside this suitcase. And we asked the journalists to meet us here.
This can't be happening!
Oh no, we're going to be famous and not in a good way.
Helen, I'm sorry that I couldn't come get you sooner. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
My life as I know it is over!
News that Elon Construction had been bribing Ted to get their name on huge construction projects throughout the country became a hot topic in the news, and because of it, both Helen's father and Ted were arrested. They were charged for all their wrongdoings and ended up in prison. Elon Construction went bankrupt, and we ended up buying them out as well. As for Aaron's father and my former manager at Blue Construction, they are still working with us, but have been assigned as assistants to fetch tea and run errands. As you may have already guessed, Aaron was the one that came and saved me on that day that I lost my job at Blue Construction.
I see that you've finally given up.
Aaron, what do you need?
I just quit my job as well.
Why? You had no reason to leave.
Don't you see? We don't need to work there. Let's start our own company together.
What are you saying?
Remember what I told you before? I've always wanted to quit my father's company and start my own business with you.
I don't recall you ever saying anything like that to me. You kept on telling me to quit my job.
Oh, really? Then I must have been saying it in my head. Let's get started right away so that you can earn the money to get approval to marry your fiancée. It's difficult to earn that kind of money if you're an employee. But if you become a business owner, there's a higher chance of you succeeding. We don't have any time to waste.
Are you serious about this?
Of course. This is what I always wanted. We need to hurry. We can't keep your fiancé waiting.
I had no idea that Aaron was keen on doing business with me. It was a pleasant surprise. I thought that he was harassing me to leave my job, but in fact, he meant well. He wanted me to go to higher levels. I wish that Aaron was a better communicator. Then I would have understood his generosity sooner. I'm very grateful to Aaron because without him, I wouldn't have been able to come up with the money so soon, or at all for that matter. Helen, I'm really sorry for making you wait so long.
I'm just so happy that we get to be together, just like we wanted. What my father asked you to do was close to impossible, but you did it anyways, and I respect you very much for it.
I couldn't have done it without Aaron's help. I think that if he hadn't asked me to start our company together, I would have given up altogether.
Aaron told me everything. I'm glad that it all worked out. He also told me how hard you'd been working to try to come up with the money that my father asked you to. It's because of all your hard work that everything paid off.
I really didn't do that much. I just really wanted to get married to you.
Alan, are you okay?
Shh.
Oh, he fell asleep. He must have been so sleep deprived and exhausted. Sweet dreams, Alan.
At first, I thought that I had a lot of bad luck, but it turns out that I have so many people looking out for me. And after everything I went through, I realized just how lucky I really am. I'm glad that I didn't give up in my moment of despair. Aaron taught me that it's important to believe in yourself and keep on trying no matter how difficult it may seem. I learned a good lesson. I'm going to continue to work hard to achieve my dreams. I'm going to make sure that Helen is happy and doesn't regret marrying me. Trouble Busters!